Oh, the sun is like glaring right now.
Yeah, it is.
There's not a whole lot I can do about it. I can maybe try to put these blinds down a little bit. We're live, dear.
Oh, hi, live.
Maybe. Yeah, the sun is just like so bright behind us. Can you do that later?
I'm sending this last thing.
Okay.
And then
Alright,
I'm
hi.
doing it later. And I'm gonna
It's
go
been a
share
minute.
that. It's been a minute for you.
That's what I was literally gonna say.
But it's been a minute for you.
I'm gonna go share this.
I'm gonna share it.
Eric Oakley.
Post.
Excuse me. I swear I'm healthy.
I got a Hershey though. What am I supposed to do when the Hershey's here? And she's rubbing on my legs because she wants to keep playing, even though she acts on.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Ooh, Vermont. That sounds cold.
Woo! Today.
Raid leader Eric. Are you human? Look at him. Does he look human? His hair looks a little chaotic.
Hold on, I gotta finish.
Eric!
I gotta finish.
Oh my God. This is what our lives are like. He's being really rude.
We're writing notes to each other on Google, and it's been really fun.
Is it fun,
We're
Eric?
just using the Google search bar to send us to tell each other.
Kids take precedence over live streams. That is kind of the case in this household for sure. Jump up and down if you're alive. I dare you. He did it! Looking trollish this morning. I hope you mean Eric, right? I tried a little bit. I cut my bangs yesterday.
We had a great crew on the stream last night. It was awesome. But I had to raid lead and distribute loot last night. So I was like, any downtime, like, oh, we're doing loot, cool, I'll chat with the stream or something like that, or hang out. Couldn't do it because I was having to like coordinate the raid progressing by calling stuff, but then also like give people the items they want. It was tough.
Sounds like a rough life.
It was so hard. Gosh.
Guardian wants to know if you're excited about your new TSA teammate.
Oh, so stoked. He actually.
Who is that?
Thomas Gilbert.
He's one of our favorites.
He let us know, and I was talking with Aaron quite a bit ago, so it was pretty cool to for it to actually come out. And he Thomas is in a place where he needed a little bit of support. And not to say that Prodigy wasn't supporting him, they were, but he
deserves a bit more than that.
Yeah, and I think it's the creativity that TSA offers is so much more in line with what Thomas wants to do with his career. Prodigy is very professional and they do really good things, but I definitely think there's a lot. Hi Bueno, miss you, Broby. It's Bro Babe, Broby. I just made it up, Bro Baby.
I'm about to be tossed aside for Bueno. I introduced him to my family as Eric's new boyfriend.
EF, I am currently bagging Mantra, Construct, Votum, Pathfinder. Yeah, those 4. Tina is currently bagging a Pathfinder.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't made an announcement or anything.
Let's go, Julius.
seems irrelevant sometimes, but I have stepped down from DD this year, or for next year. I just don't play enough, and it's like a lot of extra pressure, even though I haven't done that much. It's just like I don't need other things in my life to feel like I'm not like holding up my end or something. And I still think I did a pretty decent job in 2022, but it was stressing me out. So, yeah, so going forward, at least for next year, I am unsponsored. And yeah, so of course, Eric has thrown me a bunch of
Dynasty,
discs
Pathfinder, got a bunch of Clash stuff. Just getting her to try everything.
I'm not like Eric in that I really love. Well, that's not true because you like to know your bag, but I like to get my bag settled in and then not change it for like
a long time.
Years.
Like Tina's bag barely changed.
No, and I don't lose stuff because I'm so good.
Tina with the mantra is actually super sick.
So I do have a mantra in my bag. I have a Pathfinder. I have a Dynasty.
Sidewinders.
And then I have an old Sidewinder, which is the first disc I ever fell in love with. It was a yellow 167, I think. Maybe 169 Sidewinder. From my early days. This is 14 years ago or whatever. Maybe it's less than that. How many years have I been playing?
Long time.
Well, 2011 or something like that.
You've been playing for many moons.
So I have this yellow Sidewinder, and then my friend Kira gave me a matchy one. It's the exact same color yellow that she just happened to have, so I've got hers in my bag too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's nice to kind of go back to the OGs, but also I'm throwing a Fury and Trespass.
I wouldn't. I mean,
and
that's the best part. Is like
time,
you can have an open bag, so why not go for it? You can do whatever you want. I think Thomas will go for Construct for sure, Omen for sure, Pathfinder. I think he'll roll and mess around with the mantra. I could see him toying around with the Animus. Coalesce. Definitely a lot of stuff that I could see him making use of. How excited you guys to the start of the new MP40 tour? Michael Robbins, I think it is a great option. I think I'm 5 years out. I'm turning 35 this year, so hopefully it gets really, really good and has all the monies for me to come in and get all the monies and I can beat up on the old guys with good sidearms.
Is that the plan?
That's a dig it for you know.
Oh.
You remember when Chris called it good sidearm?
Mm-hmm.
Seth Jones, the Tsar is a very solid disc. It reminds me of it's very similar to a stable Wraith. But the only disc that I've thrown that I like in that slot is the Surge, the Chandler Fry Surge to be exact, and that is because it's just a little bit more controllable. So I didn't want the overstability, but the Tsar feels really good. And I think it's a very good disc for people to try out because sometimes you get race that you can't control, but it's sweet. Mixed bag. Tina the Franklin discs. Tina the mantra. Tina, put yourself on the whale sex team.
Yeah,
She's
I haven't done that
whale
yet.
sex team.
I've never been on my own team, which is so silly.
Another FPO leaving her sponsor. I mean, there's so many.
I don't know if
I will definitely get Tina a tomb to see if she likes it. Jarrett Cox, the Pathfinder is very similar to a Buzz or a Hex. I think it's closer to a Hex. The way I've worded it is that it's between a Buzz and a Buzz SS. It's between a Buzz and a Buzz SS, but it's much more like leaning closer to a Buzz. Fantastic. 167, 169 is super good. Real weight range. Jacob Joran, I am absolutely going to get Thomas and Ursus because it's so good. Will 2023 be the year Tina's hot tub? It absolutely could be if I don't hit a deer.
Yeah,
if I don't hit a deer, it's good. Which also, I can't wait to talk about a couple of things. I just put a nice, a small deposit to hold a vehicle. Basically, if anybody knows the vehicle that Ricky Wysocki drives, the Nissan high top van, that's the type of van that I'm purchasing. It's going to be similar for what Ricky uses it for, mainly for storage to vend and do stuff. So it's going to be awesome. James Proctor is going to be traveling around with me. We're going to be setting up at every single event. So if you come to a Pro Tour event, we are going to have Infinite, Thought Space, and Clash, and other stuff.
Maybe Whale Sacks.
Nah, possibly. No, Whale Sacks for sure. We're going to have a ton of great stuff. So if there's anything you guys are looking for, come out to a Disc Golf Pro Tour event. We will be there. It's going to be super sweet. Plus, some of the people we are picking up on those teams are also going to be set up in vending. So you're going to be able to support multiple touring pros that are on those teams. So it's going to be sweet.
How about a little more pottery talk?
Teaser. Nice, Reese.
Yes.
Nice. What's up, Ryan Pilcher? Great opportunity for you guys. Also, a regional MP40 guys will. Yeah, absolutely. Michael Roberts, I think it's a great opportunity for MP40s to have a reason to travel to events. FP40 as well. Like there's a great opportunity to get out to some of these events and check new places. I don't think it'll ever get to the Pro Tour levels, but I definitely think it can be something that grows into something that is a sustainable option. And it's, you'll see some of the players of the Johnny McRae's and Patrick Browns of the world who will still pick some Disc Golf Pro Tour events, but they can sprinkle in a lot of these MP40 events to make it work. I think it's great. A little more pottery talk. We'll get there in a second. Do you have a coalesce in your bag? I do not. I think it's I am currently throwing like a Dynasty, and my Votum's work in that slot. My Exodus works in that slot. So I haven't put enough time into it, but whenever the stock run comes out, I'm gonna give it another go. Vodium. Oh yeah. New rig is gonna be sweet. Thomas to Whale Sacks. Pro Tour. I love it. James Proctor left in it. Is he joining Infinite? I don't know if he is. We'll see. EF. Still bagging an Exodus. Absolutely. Metal Flake Color Glow Exodus is my jam. I love that disc so much. It's probably one of my favorite fairway drivers, and I love that I have a Centurion and a Votum on either side of it to complement it. I throw them all the same. It's perfect. Austin's huge. Ooh, sweet. Jarrett, that's going to be awesome. All right. Caught up. Pottery talk. Go.
Me?
Yeah. Because I knew that was going to be a lot, so I wanted to make sure I at least caught up
that
with
was
the chat.
really quick. I'm actually pretty impressed.
Thank you. So is that good?
Yeah, that was good.
Thanks.
There's that like tannish gray cat. You see him? He's under the shed right now.
Yeah, he's really cute.
Yeah, he's cute. Pottery talk. Oh, well, actually, I'm gonna take a second to plug some stuff.
Plug.
So I have.
Do we have a leak or what?
Maybe. In the RV. You guys probably know that it was very, very cold here. It sucked. But it's much better now. It's gonna be like 60s this week. I can't find it. Sun and soil. Sun soil, isn't it? I have to. Yeah, this isn't good if I can't find my own YouTube channel.
There it is.
There she is. Subscribed.
Plug.
A whole 24 subscribers. So if you guys have a second, you don't even have to like turn your bell on if you don't want to.
Do it.
I have a new.
Click the bell.
I have a new
Comment.
YouTube channel.
Subscribe.
Eric, I just found
Share
out.
it.
Shut up. I just found out actually that you can't get like none of the watching hours for shorts count towards like becoming a YouTube partner. So I have to make some actual videos, but I'm working on growing my pottery business, and it's something that I actually really enjoy doing. I've been doing whale sacks for like 8 years now, and it's just hard for me to stay focused on that when, people get worn out, and I got worn out and kind of like took a step back for a while, and now I'm moving into a new venture that I really enjoy. What?
You gotta do a
What?
like a short, like a little, like it has to work because it would be so good for you to get people for your channel for it to work is like you slap it down and you slam the clay and then slap it, and then like a like button pops up, and then like you press it, and then it presses and like a subscribe pops up, and then click that bell, and then it's like you just like, I don't know, like clanging your wind chimes or something like that you've made.
Okay.
Be a really funny, like, easy thing you can put together.
Write it down.
For like, as a, hey, make sure you slap that like button. Little like pops up with a thumb, and then press that, and then it's you pressing the clay, and then a little subscribe pops up, just floats out of everywhere.
Yeah, John, it took me a second too, but now I think I understand what you're
Like, it'd be so good. It'd be like really creative because it's all clay pottery based, but it's you doing those things instead of like the typical banner that pops up over everything. It's like you could have that as like a blank for everything.
Yep, I like it.
Slap the clay.
Yeah, I don't have a kiln.
Press
I take classes at First. You're so loud. Can I please talk for 5 seconds? God. I take classes at First City Art Center here in Pensacola, and so they have kilns, and I literally put them on the shelf, and then they're fired perfectly. Firing stresses me out. It's something that takes a lot of attention and experience, and the thought of like destroying an entire kiln worth of stuff just because I messed up one thing just freaks me out. So for now, I have a pottery wheel at home that I was gifted from my family, and I've got like a table to do hand building, and I've got some glazes at home and like a shelf with all my supplies and stuff. So I can do quite a bit from home now, but actual firing, it's really easy to just drop it off there. And I really enjoy taking classes there anyways because it's social and I get to meet a lot of other pottery people. So it's been great. So yeah, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's a new venture I'm trying out. I've posted every day for 4 days, and I know that's not that long, but for me, that's like a big win because, as you probably know, I've gotten out of media quite a bit over the last. What are these cats doing? They're playing in my pothos. Do you see them all?
Yeah. They're like, what's up? What can we poop in?
4 cats in our backyard right now.
Sun and Soil Disc Golf Minis is definitely an option.
I have made a couple minis.
There's a mini that is going to be given away on the 24-hour charity stream on January 6th from noon to noon. You all should be there because it's going to be amazing. There's going to be a ton of prizes. And if you know anybody who still would like to donate, companies, everything, tag them. Let them know. Join the Facebook event.
Yes, please.
It's amazing. Also, this is my first cup of coffee. So, yeah. But also, just go to your Discord settings and turn me down on your volume.
I don't think it works like that on here, unfortunately. What are these kitties doing? They're crazy today.
Jacob, it's kind of weird because technically 2022, we didn't do a 24-hour stream because we're doing this. We've always done them in like November or early December. And this one is going to January. So it's technically our third one.
But there's 3 back there.
So it technically is gonna work out. But
yeah, we just like quote unquote skipped a year, but only like this is still like 2022's.
It's gonna be. I think we're gonna move it to January anyways.
3 years in a row.
It's gonna be easier just because around the holiday season. I think it's gonna work better.
This year was weird.
And I don't see all the rest of the years being that much less weird.
Anyways. Yeah, so please
Thank you, Chaser. I appreciate that, man. Let's go.
Oh, there's 4 in the backyard. Did I see that? The gray one's in my pothos still.
Mm-hmm. There's a black one
we
by
accidentally skipped 22, but that's okay. I didn't realize it until well after we had decided on January.
It just was the only time that really made sense for it to get us enough time to get enough sponsors on board, and 2, just with all of the things that we had going on.
Radar
yeah, it was like, nope. Can't do it yet. Can't swing it.
Weird in the Oakley household. Who knows?
Everything is weird. No, just to hype Tina up, you can see a spark has been reignited with just doing the videos and doing the pottery. When she gets a video done and it's got a bunch of likes on TikTok or views and stuff like that, she's really excited about it. It's
working.
And when you see the proof of that hard work happening,
hey, Isra,
it's really, really great to see.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I got orders. Yeah. I got orders this week. So it is working. That's kind of the goal of the social media, is to really just make sure people know I even have a website and I have pottery up there, and I'm gonna keep making more. Actually, Kona just ordered a custom piece the other day.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that. And
Reese Powell just got his shipped out.
Reese, I actually was just gonna make a post about that. Yours is in the mail.
Patrick
Reese
McGrath
ordered 4 little succulent planters and a matching mug. That took a while to get the right color, but we killed it at the end of it. So that's on the way. Thanks, Reese, for your support. I really appreciate that. Yeah. And I love having custom orders. Like, there's something about having something specific that I'm working on. But otherwise, I'm just making a bunch of planters for the most part right now, because like more small indoor size planters. I mean, my biggest one is probably like that big. But I have a local girl that is a plant salesperson. She sells plants, and I was like, what if I made you some pots for those plants, and it's all locally made, so that'd be kind of cool. So yeah,
fresh quality.
Yeah. Anyways, enough about me and pottery, but thank you guys for listening. And there's another one. We have like a cat apocalypse in our. I've never seen that cat before.
The black and white one?
No, this dark brown.
Oh, animal. I haven't seen him.
He's pretty.
Yeah. So
shit ton of cats.
It's been awesome. So if you know somebody who's interested in some,
custom work,
custom pottery and stuff like that, it's worth checking into. We
had a yard sale, and I sold like 6 planters and a vase and a bowl. Paige and Alyssa bought 3 matching pieces for their like white elephant thing, and she said all the women like wanted it, and Alyssa's mom ended up with it. And I don't know, it was just like cool to hear that people kind of care, because I love it. If you can't tell, I care. When it's something that's handmade, it leans itself into having that innate extra value, right? It's like people understand it's not from Walmart. Yeah, the quality that goes in, and somebody spent the time on it, that wasn't done by a machine, that kind of stuff. It's really, really nice. So Tina's crushing it, and there's I'm enjoying it, which is really the most important. The one part that I know that you're definitely going to be considering is that you don't want it to get too much to where it's too chaotic. I'm just not going to. I've learned so much about business from Whale Sacks that like kind of the problem we put ourselves in is because we did scale up. And like I was watching this show, it's called Down to Earth on Netflix. It's what's his name? Zak Efron, actually, which is funny, but he's very like eco-minded, and they do this whole journey. And they're at this farm, and she said that their wait list for their subscription for like their local produce is 20 years long. Wow. And they have no intention of scaling up to meet that demand, because it changes the way that they can work their land, and they don't want to do that. And so that was like a really cool, like, you don't have to be big business. If your needs are met and you're happy and you can maybe help other people, like the last thing you want to do is like stress about, I have to get 100 orders out by the end of the week, right? Like that's I don't want to do that. But we did that, and it caused problems. It allows you, one, to make sure that the quality of the product that you're putting out is there, especially when it comes to pottery. It's like Whale Sacks, you found ways to improve the quality with the scale, with like the cutting machine and stuff like that.
Yeah, and so that helped a ton. So it's definitely very different with a handmade process of it needs to be fired and different things like that in clays.
And I don't want it to not be fun.
Totally.
This is just like I needed something else to focus on and put my energy into because I felt really lost for most of this year. Honestly, I didn't really know what I was doing.
Totally.
The garden is going to be different next year, but I was trying a bunch of things. You don't know if you're going to like it unless you try it. So I tried it. And I didn't like certain pieces of it, and I found what I did like. So that's going to be, next year's goal is the combination of flowers and pottery. So thanks for listening.
Juan Jimenez, I am currently signed up for every Pro Tour and Silver Series. There's a good chance that I drop some Silver Series events. So I will be in Austin. I will be likely at Texas State's and Waco. I wasn't thinking about playing Texas State's because it's the same weekend as Tallahassee, but I think it's a USDGC qualifier, so it's always.
But I can come to Tallahassee.
You can come to Houston.
3 hours instead of 11, 13.
It's probably more like 9.
Mm-hmm. That's still a lot more.
You can fly into Houston. So it's along those lines of, and I know James is probably going to want to play most USDGC qualifiers, and I do too. The more opportunities you have, the better. Dale, PEI for the Discmania Open is the only Canadian tournament I will be hitting this year. I will make it a goal to make it back to Foxwood. I have to go back.
You should.
I really should. It just, like last year, I think it was the same weekend as European Open. It was like, I'm not even in the country and I'm playing a major. Yeah, so it's that kind of stuff. So, Patrick, that would be nice. I'm definitely going to try and make it happen. I was going to say...
Jacob, I have no idea what I'm doing this year. I was just talking to Eric the other day about how we've done the tour since 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the tour has changed a little bit and it's gone to different places, but it's gone to a lot of the same places. And so for that long, 2015 to now is
7 years.
Yeah, 7 freaking years. 7 years of kind of going back to the same places. And especially after my experience in Europe, like Europe really changed me this year. Like, I think a lot of it was having that time on my own to do exactly what I wanted to do, and that was it. There wasn't like any outside influence. That was really good for me, and I think I need more of that. Like, I would like to travel more internationally, and those trips are expensive, and if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna be for couple weeks or a month, so I might not be out too much in the United States this year unless it's like for a specific vending opportunity or something. But yeah, that's just kind of what's going on. I just need to like shift priorities to kind of fulfill my needs a little bit more, and going out to the same disc golf tournament might not be that. But that being said, like, never been to Foxwood, never been to PEI, never been to.
There's a couple spots. Like,
well, I guess
like
those are both in Canada.
the
never mind.
Coming to Austin. Like, we have spent time in Austin, but coming to Austin for the tournament might be different. You might enjoy it. We love Austin.
But I've been there a bunch.
I know, but for different reasons. So I guess I
just got to figure out what's gonna fulfill me.
Are you gonna go? Do you think she is considering PEI?
I am definitely considering PEI. That's one place I wanted to go for a long time. Hey, if it's international, I'm in. Yeah. I guess that's what I mean.
Yeah, there's we even discussed, like, she's usually come to Portland because it's always around my birthday.
I used to live there, and
but
I have friends there.
It might not work as easy this year for it to work out. She's got some other travel plans with her family that plays into it, and shortly after that, we're likely going to Europe. So it all like doesn't function great for her to like go
Fly
travel
all
with
the way
family,
to
then
Portland,
and then come to Portland, and then all the way back. And it's not an easy trip from Pensacola to Portland because you're talking about
It's
two
literally the other side of
smaller
the country.
airports, and they're like if she was flying to
Dallas or something.
yeah, it makes sense because it's super easy, but it's just not. So that kind of stuff is like we're gonna have to make some sacrifices this year when it comes to those things, but it's not the end of the world when push comes to shove. Like it's like we're still gonna see each other plenty. I'm looking to come home a couple times. That kind of stuff is gonna be nice.
I'm going through these classes that really are about like teaching you fulfillment, like your own life fulfillment, and I mean, there's so much that goes into that. That's not even the right word for it, like fulfillment. It's just about changing your life and like living it in a way that actually completes you. And part of that, you kind of do have to be selfish sometimes. And
for sure,
of course, I want to see Eric, but if that's going to take away from the things that are really going to like fuel my passions, it's just I might have to make different decisions.
Sure.
And you know, he's making his decision going on tour and like living his passions. And so
why can't she?
You know, we're both, thank God we're so flexible and we're both so independent because it really works for us to be able to do our things that do fulfill me. So
and at the end of the day,
sometimes that sucks.
One thing that we are very good at is communicating. We talk all the time. Like I will be just getting in the car to go to the course, and we probably talked 45 minutes before that when we first got up, and I'm going to the course. I'll call her, talk to her for 2 or 3 minutes.
Did you miss me?
Yes, but it's feeling
Bye, Dale.
connected. Have a great one, Dale. Feeling connected, even when we're so far apart. It's that constant just back and forth communication through text or calling each other every once in a while throughout the day. You do end up feeling more connected with the person. I do feel like I understand what's going on. She sends me pictures of the garden. She sends me pictures of things that she's working on. I can talk to her about how my practice round went. Oh, I lost this disc. I had to get in the water. It was typical Eric stuff, right? So that kind of stuff really starts to play into what we're able to, why we can feel so comfortable with going those longer times without seeing each other, just because
we do talk all the time.
We talk so much. Yeah. Absolutely. Olin, we are in, I'm in for European Open. I don't know what you're thinking, if you're just going to be traveling around Europe at that point, or if you're going to come to any of those events. So
I don't know. See, that's kind of tricky too, because we went to Norway last year. There's so much more I want to do in Norway, though. Mm-hmm. But European Open, like, I've been there twice. It is amazing. It's fantastic.
The reason we're going back is for the chocolate.
Well, you can buy me the chocolate.
No, you have to come.
I'm going to buy some online, I think.
Right? Oh my gosh, everybody, these
best
chocolates are incredible.
Yeah.
It's like everybody talks about the best chocolate they've ever had or anything, but
this is
it
actually
legitimately is
the most incredible chocolate.
Yeah, so
so I'm not sure if I'm going to European Open or not. I really enjoy it, but again, it might not fit into that, like, there's only so much time, and if you're going to spend the money, it's just tricky. I feel like I've done most of what I was going to do in Finland the last 2 times we went. Whereas like London and Bristol, I had limited time there. I could spend 2 weeks in London and still not be done with all the stuff I want to do. So I'm going to go back to those 2 places, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
And then go to a million other things, there's so much more to discover and learn.
Olin,
I've been missing out on the social custom. Everyone talks about the best chocolate they've ever had. Freshy, you're funny.
Olin, I believe we have some on the Whale Stacks website. Do we ship to Europe?
We don't.
Could we?
You can.
Oh, Olin, it's something that we can do. It's just going to cost quite a bit in shipping.
I don't even know what that looks like.
Let me check discs, actually.
Yeah, we tend to sell like wholesale to businesses in Europe so that they can sell to you. Like the VAT taxes are just complicated.
Yeah,
and
it's
we
like
just
I want
haven't-
to get you stuff, but I can't promise that. Yeah, I'm curious if they have any on Rocket Disc, because that's been like the place that works, with Ziklo? That works a lot with Infinite, so that would be the one place that I think might have them.
They're sold out of everything right now because of Christmas.
Oh, I bet.
I'll bookmark this. But anyways. Oh, there's Duders making an appearance. Duty booties, come here. I have to show you guys my little plant hanger that I made. Oh, you can't really tell from this angle how freaking cool it is. But that right there. Oh my god, this is hard. That is like a little bamboo pole that I put up with 2 pieces of leather. And it has like 7 plants on it since we had to bring everything in. It's pretty cool.
Fresh.
All right, anything else?
I don't know. And they get Freaky Zones.
Spot really wants to say hi, so we'll let her do that.
Crystal Flex.
And then I think we'll probably sign off. We have some stuff on our list to do today. There's Duty Booties. Hi. Can you say hello?
Metallic Z.
Say hi.
I gotta figure out if they have any.
Hi, Duty. Can you say hi to the stream? I'm trying to get it away, but it's not working. Okay, go ahead.
Those are all there.
Go ahead. Make another cup of coffee. Yeah, Happy New Year's to everybody.
Yeah, how about that?
I hope you had a good year, despite it being kind of a crazy one.
So many sounds.
I know we had a weird year. Like, it was both rough and great at the same time. So hope you guys had all the good stuff this year. And
yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to find this, Tina.
You need a second?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find if they have. Oh no, those are those. No.
Hold, please. Eric's trying to find the frisbee.
I think they only have the Ledgestone ones. I can. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Olin, if you aren't on our Discord, please join our Discord. Because that would be our best option to get you hooked up on those. Because I don't think they shipped them to Rocket Discs.
Yeah, sorry that we don't
Yeah.
accommodate for that. It's just really complicated to do European directly to customer sales. So
yeah, reach out to us. We'll see what we can do. I definitely want to get you a cool zone, basically, and see if we can make it happen.
Basically,
It's just gonna take some monies. Signature disc in the works. So the ones that I know for sure, Bjorg 2.0 happening. Halo Dynasty, another run of Glow P Blend alpacas, Pathfinders, probably a small run of Ethos Votums, which will be sweet. What else? I likely am working with Terminal Velocity on a Ursus, one of my favorite discs to use. No Reactor. Sorry. Instead, maybe a Quake from DGA. That's something that has been tossed around but not confirmed, which would be sweet. What else was there? Dynasty. I said there were 8 yesterday. Dynasty.
8. That's a big number.
Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, Spice. There it is.
That's a big one.
Yeah. Spice so we had the anniversary box Spice, which is those dark blues and light blues. But we will see both a tour series and a stock run of Spice dropping soon. I know, Chaser. I'm sorry.
Ruined.
I got a couple reactors. That weren't as overstable and I started to lose confidence in it. So I wanted something to tick more. So I'm taking a Pro Line Quake, and I'm beating the crap out of it, and it's perfect. I don't think the reactor was made. Yeah, Chaser. I don't think the reactor was made to be as overstable as some of those Elaine King Eclipse ones. So that I think leads in that way, where the Pro Line Quake is much more overstable than a reactor. And this is the concept of why I switched them out, was the Pathfinder and reactor started filling a similar role, where the Quake is its own role, and there's less blurred lines between the two. So yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, the pyro's too much though. Like that's a tick too far. That's like almost justice level. So yeah, I feel you. Palpacas, I definitely am trying to keep that going. Different stamp on the alpacas, Jamie Thomas. So we're gonna see something new. The Halo Dynasty is probably going to be the introduction of our main antagonist. He was teased in the Metal Flake Color Glow Dynasty, but I think the Halo Dynasty is where he's going to pop up into being in the limelight. And that is a part of something that I'm looking to do, is telling the story a little bit more so people can understand what's happening and why it's kind of cool. We've introduced a lot of different characters in a lot of different parts and scenes that this whole like story is gonna paint a really cool picture. Definitely, Jacob, to that point, I'm considering a yeah, it's a good point, Chaser. The deflector is much more. I would love to do more Exodus, but it all depends on when they get run and what plastics they run. Because part of me wants to stick with Metal Flake Color Glow, and it all depends on if they run those. I know that the Halo Exodus are sweet. They're a little more stable, so they're probably closer to a Votum, but Kessler Martin was talking about them, and they fly great. I have a couple that I can't wait to test out, so expect at least a handful of videos on a bunch of the Halo discs that are going to drop. We have a reverse mulligan video.
Okay.
Well, it's like the Bueno and Zach got to choose when I had to mulligan, and we played like that kind of a skin style 9-hole loop. It was very, very fun. Yeah, I think, but yeah, definitely on the Exodus, definitely trying to keep that as an option. If anything, it'd be a small run, similar to what we've seen in the past. So yeah, I think that's the coolest part about working with Infinite, is that even small brands, for small runs, if I wanted to do 500 of a disc that I start loving through the middle of the season, it's like we can do that, and you can see a really cool stamp come out, part of the way through the season. It's it's pretty awesome. Jacob, we talked about that. That's one that he's definitely interested in. And that's great. I think this is going to be the most. No, I don't know. We'll see. I think most are going to be about this stability and the spice, but there's a chance that we make a slightly more overstable one. But I think the ginger would be close to a straighter spice, but definitely feels different. Call it sorry. I love that, Chaser. It's so good. Super good. Loch Ness alpacas would be sweet. Yeah, that'd be good. That would be really good, Jamie. I could see that. Also, I guess here's a great question. This is something that I've been bouncing around ideas. What? So mad and disappointed. God, I clipped that. Oh, here's this idea. Oh, God. Shut up already.
Literally.
Okay.
I have shit to do, so 10 minutes ago I was ready to go get my shit.
I know, Ace Run. I wish we could have
want to hear it.
Okay, so we are thinking about doing Velcro patches. I think a lot of new bags have Velcro options on them.
Wow, what a great idea.
Thanks. So they were going to be on the Whale Sex website. They're going to be sold in person. I think we're going to do the EO logo for sure. And then we were deciding between TV Face and Loch Ness. And I think I lean in the direction where Loch Ness is probably the better Velcro idea. So what do you guys think? So I think Loch Ness is more...
It's more like OG Eric.
Yeah. And I want to keep that alive. Where TV Face is cool and all, but I feel like the whole player intro stuff might be on its way out. So, high school Tina.
Shut up.
That would be fantastic. I'm so in. You know, Paige would have one on her bag.
Yeah,
oh my gosh. Hey, Chaser. We're always working on something.
Coffee. Ooh, I love that.
I love that fresh. Patch of all the cats. I love that.
That would be cute. We've done buttons for Spout, and we've done stickers for everybody but Bobby.
Olin, I have a really great option. The Halo Dynasties came out more overstable and are going to be a little bit glidier and slightly straighter than the current run of Spice. So that might be something that you'll like. Also, the Metal Flake Color Glow Dynasties are super, super sweet too. But check out the Halo Dynasties. There's going to be tons dropping. Is the plan, and I think that's going to be a really good one. It feels different because it has a little bit of dome, so you have to get used to that, but it's very stable. I plan on doing a review that'll drop here soon to go along with the release. Jacob, technically, I don't have a bag sponsor this year. I am doing a collaboration with a company, which is so basically you could call it a sponsor, but it's not like I signed a contract or anything. We just had a nice verbal agreement to help each other out and to help push and promote each other. So my goal is to help increase their stuff here in the States and do a really in-depth bag review, which will tie into my 2023 start of the season in the bag with all the discs that I've slotted in, whether it's new Spices, new Dynasties, that kind of stuff, new Emperors, you name it, any new Pathfinders type of stuff. So that is something that's happening. So, but the bag is absolutely fantastic. So it's great. Also,
I showed that earlier, but
check that
I never
link.
got to say a word.
24-hour stream. Click it. Go
say that
interested.
you're going.
Yes, more people that are going. Go be interested.
And yeah, if you feel like sharing it around, please do.
Share it to anybody. Like we're not asking
January
for people
6th,
to donate. We're just asking for people to come hang.
Come for 20 minutes. Come for the whole thing. Whatever.
Yeah.
We start at noon on January 6th and we finish at noon on January 7th.
Central Standard Time.
Even if you just pull it up on your phone for a little bit, we would love to see you. If you can donate to Feeding America while we're there, great. But if not, that's fine. Because if you're there, then other people are going to be hyped. And you can help us hype other people that can't afford to donate. And that's really what we're doing it for. Is the first year we raised a little over $5,000 for Feeding America. Last year we did $6,000 for Team C's. So
that's great.
We'll see what we can do this year. And shout out to everybody that's been involved in that. We couldn't make that big of a difference without everyone's help. So thank you for anyone that's donated already. As a sponsor or just donating to Feeding America. We really appreciate you guys. It's one of the coolest things that we started doing in our lives.
Totally.
It's cool to be able to be a part of something like that. And we just decided to do it one day after seeing a live stream from Game Grumps, and we just wanted to
give back.
Yeah. And it's totally worth our time. Zak Benson is just killing it, putting everything together on the back end. I've been doing that for 2 years, and so he has totally taken over this year. So I can do my pottery stuff. I'm super appreciative of that. So
the bag is. This might give it away, but it's fine. It's still a tease. The bag is from Sweden, not Finland. Olin. Andrew Eaton. I think one thing that I would like to do when it comes to a funny video when it comes to the Spice or a Maybe even I'll work on a photo that I think would be really good. But basically, it would be me as every single Spice Girl in different outfits, and I think it would be hilarious to do that as a Spice thing. We could easily just put my face over each of the Spice Girls, which would be very funny as well. Not Guru. Colin. I do like Guru bags, and I like what they are doing. They are awesome. So, I think Guru might be Norwegian.
Freshie, you're not going. Bueno's not going either.
What a butthead.
Nobody loves us.
So yeah, lots of really, really cool stuff in the works. Check out the 24-hour stream. Make sure you're following A-Rock Oakley. Tina and I pop on to stream every once in a while. You guys might be able to convince Tina to do some pottery streams
Definitely
here soon. She's actually thinking about making her own Twitch channel for that, but we're gonna.
I think I'll do it all on YouTube.
All on YouTube.
Yeah.
So make sure you're following.
A lot of things
again
have
on
changed
YouTube.
on Twitch. That's not super great. So.
Well, I think I might be here for the rest of the day.
That's all right. You can just stay right where
Do
you're
you
at.
see how she put her head on my arm?
Super
Oh my
cute.
gosh. Yeah. Well, Jules,
Well,
Heather,
I don't know
Nicole
if
Beatty.
these people have been invited. So can you go through this at some point?
Why don't you just invite all?
Because you get a limited.
No, you don't. You can invite everyone.
That's not true, unfortunately. And then you didn't invite the people that you know will actually come.
I was able to
Tina's
invite
pretty
all
cool.
as a thing on it. All right. Well, I think we're gonna go get to it. We have some stuff we got to do before we head over and take care of adult stuff. So we're gonna adult before we adult, and it's great. Yeah. Everybody have a wonderful New Year. Check the 24-hour stream. Go support anybody who's supporting disc golf. Whalesacks.com is a great place to support people who are supporting disc golf. It'll be great. I will be here for the remainder of the day because that's what you do when a cat sits on your lap.
Just stay there forever and ever.
This is my life. But yeah, thank you all. Thank you for the amazing morning.
Happy Christmas and Happy New Year's, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Duties, what do you